Well, it is a Jersey thing, breakfast at the diner, and as the price of eggs skyrocket, how much more are you going to be forced to pay? News 12 New Jersey's Naomi Yane reports.
Diners in New Jersey go together like bacon and eggs. But as the country scrambles to find ways to beat rising costs, could New Jerseyans have to loosen the purse strings for a meal out?
We don't like to hit our customers with our expenses.
So I think it would be reflective in the tips. They'll come down, and that's not fair to your server.
The popular breakfast chain Waffle House announced a 50-cent egg surcharge due to the bird flu outbreak and egg shortage. Here in the Garden State, local diners like Skylark and Metuchen Diner say they're keeping prices where they are.
We, at this point, would not consider it.
We cannot bother the customers every time there is something.
Mike Anastasi is one of the owners of Metuchen Diner, and he says in the last 4 or 5 months, he's feeling the squeeze. For this large box of 30 dozen eggs, he's now paying $225, nearly triple what he used to pay.
It just goes up, up, up.
We're almost double of what eggs were back in the summer of 2023.
According to the USDA, egg prices could go up another 20% this year. Paul Oster, a business and consumer credit expert for Better Qualified, says New Jerseyans might have to change their habits.
Maybe it's time that you find a local egg farmer because they're not directly affected by this supply chain and supply and demand.
Oster says even if the bird flu is eradicated today, it'll take months before consumers notice a price drop. In the meantime, diners at the local diner say they'll pay more if they have to.
We have no choice because we like to go out to dinner and lunch and breakfast.
In Metuchen, Naomi Yane, News 12 New Jersey.
Long Islanders have been feeling the soaring price of eggs, and our local business owners are struggling to keep up as well. Our Jen Seelig is at the Embassy Diner in Bethpage this morning, talking with the owner and some customers about how this is really affecting everyone, Jen.
It certainly is affecting everyone, Aaron and Rich. And right now, Gus, the owner of Embassy Diner, he's thinking on the sunny side up right now with these egg prices. I mean, you can't find these eggs in Costco. I checked yesterday. The supermarkets are overpriced. And for you guys, it's hurting too.
It's hurting us a lot, but we're going to do our best. We average 1,100 dozen a week in eggs. That's 13,000 eggs a week. So the cost has gone up dramatically. It's gone up about $5,000 a week, but we're going to absorb as much as we can because, like I said, the customers have enough to deal with outside of here. So as much as we can, we're going to absorb the prices, and hopefully it's going to go down, and I believe it is going to go down. But for now, we're going to absorb it because, again, like I said, the customers, we care about our customers, we love our customers, we'll do anything for our customers, so we're going to absorb it.
I mean, the hot item on the menu is, of course, your omelets and everything. I mean, everything that you guys make requires eggs too.
Yeah, I mean, bakery items require eggs. Everything, French toasts, everything requires eggs. You wouldn't even think about the stuff that needs to have eggs. So, but again, hopefully this is just a short-term thing. I really pray that it is.
I think we're all hoping for the same thing. You know, you don't want to put the burden on the customer, but sometimes it's hard as a local business owner that you might have to do that. So, Gus, thank you so much, and we're going to dig in and enjoy this for now and send it back to you guys
thank you.
in the studio.
The high cost of eggs is taking a toll on local businesses. News 12 Connecticut's Mark Sudol has the story from Forever Sweet Bakery in Norwalk.
It's costing us a lot more money to make our product here at the bakery.
Forever Sweet Bakery in Norwalk makes tons of cupcakes every day. Eggs are a main ingredient.
Last week, they didn't have any eggs at our supplier.
Bird flu has this bakery scrambling. Back in the day, they could buy a dozen eggs for $1.
What's the last price you heard?
Our supplier is at $8 plus per dozen. So, you know, that's a lot of money. So we have to call around and see what the best price is that we can get. We may have to jump in the car and get the eggs.
Owner Sky Mercedes says he and his wife are not changing the recipe or the price. He's hoping he can bet on the increased demand for his products for Valentine's Day and the Super Bowl.
We got the Chiefs and the Eagles. We've got it decorated red and green.
However it's decorated, it's delicious. In Norwalk, Mark Sudol, News 12 Connecticut.
You're going to need a little more cheddar for that bacon, egg, and cheese on your trip to the bodega tomorrow morning. With egg prices soaring, News 12's Noelle Lilly went out to find out how much some of our favorite New York meals are going to cost you.
Francisco Marte has been selling a bacon, egg, and cheese for more than 37 years.
I've been being a bodega owner since I was 18 years old.
But the longtime bodega and grocery owner says he's been forced to charge more for the classic New York breakfast.
Making the bacon, egg, and cheese, we have to increase $1. I used to charge $5. I use now $6.
Bird flu has now been detected in all 50 states, forcing farmers to kill millions of chickens and raising the price of eggs by 20%, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
This type of eggs, the jumbo, they cost, we got it here for $12.49. In December, there was $4.99.
For the whole carton?
Yes, for the whole carton, $4.99.
Community members like Frederick, who tell me sometimes he can't find eggs at all.
Happened to me, happened to us. Nada. What are you gonna do? But to my wife, you know what? Just be honest, just take 2.
So what can you do? Not much. With Easter on the way, agriculture officials predict prices will soar another 20% this year.
So it's something that we cannot control. I don't know if we can bring more eggs, import eggs from somewhere else or something, you know, but for now, the price is still gonna keep, you know.
In Norwood, Noelle Lilly, News 12 The Bronx.
You have certainly seen it for yourself at the grocery store. Egg prices are soaring. And this isn't only hurting your pocket, but how about some of your favorite bakeries? News 12's Julia Joseph has the answer for you now from Bushwick.
This chocolatey ganache goodness is a Cherco's classic. A couple blocks over at Fortunato Brothers, locals can't live without their cookies, but these desserts require a special ingredient.
There is no way to substitute eggs.
Climbing egg prices across the country are hitting our local bakeries hard.
Christmas is probably about 170, 160.
In just a month's time,
Our last delivery of eggs, about 212 to 207 per box. On a batch of cheesecake, we usually use about 110, 120 eggs.
and with some bakery holidays around the corner, this can't come at a worse time.
A Super Bowl's coming up on Sunday. Cherco's is known for making these family-sized cannolis, but this year it's costing them triple the price to make.
You break one egg on the floor, you're losing almost $1. You know?
Both shops tell me they're trying to avoid raising their prices, but they're worried about what comes next if the price hike continues. In Bushwick, Julia Joseph, News 12 Brooklyn.
Eggs are getting more and more expensive. If you don't feel like paying the high price for eggs, well, what can you make without them? News 12 New Jersey's Tom Krasnowski joins us now. He's at a vegan bakery in Morris County with some eggless options.
Well, we all know egg prices are going up. We did it last week. You saw customers' reactions to these prices, not making them feel too good about going to the store paying $7.50 for a dozen of eggs. Baking, one of the areas we use tons of eggs. Flour, butter, eggs, it's the base of almost everything. But here, not here at Mo Pui's Bakery, because this is a vegan bakery, and they would know better than us, better than most people, about some egg alternatives people might want to be considering as these prices go up, right, Christine?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so many alternatives that you could use that you pretty much have in your home right now. So right now we are whipping up some Duffins, which is a donut muffin blend, and right now we have our butter and sugar going. And we're actually going to use, instead of egg, a 1/4 cup of applesauce. So that is equivalent to 1 egg. So we're just going to put that in. And that's just going to whip up just like your egg. It's going to make your batter nice and fluffy and also really moist as well. And we also have other alternatives, like or a 1/4 cup mashed banana, which everyone have that. You could also use 1 teaspoon baking soda and 1 tablespoon vinegar, mix that together, or a 1/4 cup aquafaba that you could get from your chickpeas. So while you're making your hummus, you save that water, you could get that, and a 1/4 cup of soda, carbonated water. These are all egg replacement substitutes that if you don't have the egg or don't want to spend the money for your egg, you can get any of these alternatives.
Christine Allen, the owner here at Mo Pui's Bakery, those are all things we have at home. It sounds nice and easy, yes. But these you're only going to get here. The Duffins,
exactly.
Donut muffins.
These are the donut muffins, and we're pretty famous for these. So it's a mashup of our apple cider donut with a crumb topping, made with applesauce, no eggs, all vegan.
More on this to come later on tonight, and what you can do at home. And to find out more, you can visit Mo Please Bakery. New location, right?
Yes, at 51 Hibernia Avenue in Rockaway.
All right, we'll have more on this to come. For now, Tom Krasnowski, News 12, New Jersey.